Hey everyone, Lauren from A Girl and Her Wool here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to do a shop update vlog. So I'm going to show you guys everything that is getting loaded into the shop Saturday, March 12th at 10 a.m. Eastern time, only at agirlandherwool.com. So if you missed it on Tuesday or Wednesday, it was a little late. Maybe on Wednesday, I posted a dye with me over or here on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It looks like it's getting some really good feedback. I need to go through all the comments still, but thank you so much to everyone commenting. I can't wait to read through them and see what you all think about what we dyed up. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely go do. It's always fun to do those and post those. I know you guys love them, and I'm happy to talk all things yarn, color, and dyeing with all of you. But yeah, today we're going to talk about the shop update. So I'm going to run through a little bit about how it works, and then we're going to talk about the March colors of the month, and then everything else that's kind of going on here at A Girl and Her Wool headquarters. So if you are kind of new or want a refresher course, again, the shop will be updated at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday, March 12th at agirlandherwool.com. Everything you see today will be loaded into that update, and it will, there will be a shop update, or I'm sorry, like a new items section where you can see, kind of go in there and see everything listed. So there will be lots of ready to ship yarn available. So all of those will ship kind of 1 to 2 business days. And then my custom order listings get reactivated. Again, I only dye up the colors of the month as custom orders, and they're only available through the end of the month. So if you love any of the March colors of the month, this is the time to grab them. Again, you can get 100 gram skeins ready to ship, and then your any size skeins, so 20 grams up to 300 grams as custom orders in my shop through the custom order listings. So with all that being said, I'm going to run through the colors of the month, and then we'll kind of talk about some other shop logistics type of things. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to run through the colors, I'll talk about the options first. I'll show you the colors, the swatches, and also color pairings, and then we'll kind of move through them. I'll start with the returning colorways first, and then do the new colorways after that. Okay, so in general, so for all 5 of these colors, they're all going to be available in 100 gram skeins on sock and DK, and that is it. So normally I would also have my BFL sock base ready to ship, but again, in the shop, kind of after I show all the colors of the month, I'll kind of talk a little bit more about that. But just know that all that you'll see in the ready to ship are 100 gram skeins on sock and DK. Everything other than this first color I'm going to show you also has a sock set, which we'll kind of talk about as well. So the first returning color of the month is Before the Rain. So I actually revamped this a little bit. Before the Rain is a blue-gray base with some gray speckles. That is still the case, but I just revamped the formula to bring out the blue a little bit more. It used to lean more on the gray side, and now I wanted it to lean more on the blue side. So you get this really pretty sky blue color, again, with some speckles of gray. So again, this is, there's no sock set for Before the Rain specifically available ready to ship. But I do have some color pairings, and I'll show you more as we go through the other colors of the month. So this is it as a knit swatch. So again, you get a really pretty tonal blue-gray, and then you just, again, get those speckles of gray. And then here is it. Okay, so none of my swatches are blocked or ends woven in, so, you know, we do the best we can. So yeah, again, you kind of just get that really, you know, sky blue, but the clouds are kind of starting to roll in type of colorway. That is Before the Rain. So then for some color pairings, I picked a couple, and again, I have more that I'll show as we go on. The first one is Young Romance. So this was one of the February colors of the month. So for all of the color pairings that I'm going to show you that are not colors of the month, they are not available for custom orders. It's kind of just colors that I have in stock already. And so if you like one of these pairings, definitely grab it because once it's gone, because they're all past colors of the month. So just wanted to mention that. I just kind of pulled some that are already in inventory. I don't know if I mentioned this, but everything I'm going to show you is on my sock base. But again, there's also DK, and some of the older colors probably have BFL ready to ship as well. So again, here it is with Young Romance. Young Romance is a really light mauve color with darker pinks and then like speckles and bits of blue, like a dark blue. So that's kind of where it tied in. Yeah, so the rest I'm going to show you are other colors of the month. So we'll kind of come back to Before the Rain. Okay, so the other returning colorway that I think a lot of you are going to be excited to see back in the shop is Not in Kansas Anymore. So this colorway is a white base with speckles of every single color in the rainbow as well as black. So just kind of bringing it up close, you just get a lot of colors of the rainbow all over, but it's not like a crazy intense rainbow. You just get the speckles of it, which is really fun, to knit up. Again, you get a lot of the white, and then you just get speckles of the rainbow and the black, and then here it is crocheted. And then last, here is the sock set. So I am pairing this with Black Hole, which is a tonal black, and I also have it available ready to ship as a 100-gram skein, so you can also pick it up with that. Because there's every single color in the rainbow on Not in Kansas Anymore, I'm sure you could also find plenty of yarn in your stash to pair with it. Again, it's going to go with pretty much everything. I just love the black with it because it'll really let those rainbow speckles show. So anyway, that's the sock set. And I also wanted to show Before the Rain, and again, because it's like mostly a tonal blue, but it has the black or the dark gray speckles in it, I thought it would work, kind of pair them together. And then yeah, if you want to do like a 3-colored shawl, you can also do those 3 together. So Before the Rain and Not in Kansas Anymore. Another fun pairing is I do have some Love Bite in stock, which is a really deep dark red. There are some brighter reds in it, and then it has like some speckles of a really dark blue that it shows up pretty gray looking on there, but that would be really fun if you're a red lover. And yeah, that's what I pulled for Not in Kansas Anymore. So let's move on to the new colors of the month. I'm starting with the one that I think is my favorite. I probably should save it for last, but I can't control myself. So this is Mermaid Tail. And I think the beauty in Mermaid Tail is like all in the details. You really see when you're zoomed in close all of the details that you get in this colorway. So it's a blue-green mostly. You get the splotches of this really pretty blush color and then some kind of tans and brown speckles. And there's also some like bright, so you get kind of this bright turquoise there too. It just has a few different blues and greens in it, and then just the highlights of the blush and the yellows and browns is just really pretty. And I'm going to show you quite a few color options for this as well. But the sock set, and again, this is called Mermaid Tail. And then the sock set is it paired with Sea Turtle, which is a really dark tonal blue-green that also has some of that like turquoise in it as well. So and it brings out, in Mermaid Tail, you get the dark greens in there too, and so it just really pairs like perfectly with those spots. I absolutely love this color. I'm really excited about it. I don't want to drag the video on too long, but there are more things I can talk about with this colorway, and so I might kind of do that in a future video or blog post or something, so keep an eye out for that. We're gonna come back with the pairings because it pairs really well with one of the other colors of the month. Okay, so the next new colorway into the shop is called Weekend Getaway, which is a really pretty pink purple base with splotches of, again, some tans and browns. I do not intend for the colors of the month this month to be a collection. Last month I did the romance collection, but I tried to bring some similarities between them, so you'll kind of see that blue come back. And then here it kind of has the matching speckles to Mermaid Tail. So again, not meant to like necessarily go together, not meant to necessarily be a collection by any means, but I tried to like, you know, have them pair together if you want them to. So a really pretty colorway. There. So I'm excited about this one. For the sock set, I have it paired with Driftwood, which is a colorway you've seen before. It's a tonal gray black, and I just thought, like, again, the softness in it would pair really well, just kind of keeping it with a neutral, and letting that main color show, not being too much of a contrast. I think they'll just go really well together. Okay, so pairing. So again, I think these two, like, I just keep holding these two up together. I think it really brings out the blush that's in Mermaid Tail, the pink in this one, and again, it kind of has matching speckles. So if you are as ready to bring more spring colors into your yarn selections as I am, like, I was just so ready when I was dyeing up the March colors. I was just so ready for color. I've been doing darker winter colors, and I was just so excited to bring back the color. So good, this is a good transition month. We have a lot of color in the colors of the month, but they're not like bright summer colors yet. Like, they really are good spring colors. So I think those go really nicely together. So this color is one of my one-of-a-kinds. That is the gray one-of-a-kind. So again, it has a lot of like pink undertones and some blues and stuff that I thought would be a good contrast for this one. So there's just like a good purple pink feel, and again, the blues kind of bring out, kind of make it more unique, which is nice and a good contrast to this color. And then if you want to kind of make it more of a complete set, adding denim to it will tie the blues together as well. I also grabbed Aurora, which is always a popular color. Again, you get like the pinks and the purples from here, and then it's just a nice like pop of color too if you want something more springy and exciting for this time of year. Last, I have London Fog, which is a dark gray black base that I spray a lot of pink over it, and it almost comes out purple, and I just think it again works really nicely with the pinks to have something with a little bit more contrast, that you'll still get to appreciate a lot of this color, but then bring out some of the pinks there. And of course Driftwood too, which I might have some Driftwood in stock, so you can always check that out, especially on DK. Oh, I haven't been showing you swatches. I got so excited about all the new colors. This is what I was just showing you. So this is Weekend Getaway. So again, you kind of just get the different, like the light pink and then the dark pinks, and then you get the speckles of the brown throughout it. So it's a really fun kind of speckly, not tonal kind of way that it works up. And I absolutely love the crochet swatch as well. You just get all the different tones and the bits of the speckles. Just really fun. So that's Weekend Getaway. And then Mermaid Tail. So again, you get like a lot of those blues and greens, and then the blush. Let me show it. And then kind of close up, you really get to see like the bits of the pink blush in there, the yellow speckles, and all of the different blue greens, the bright turquoise. I just really love all of the colors in this colorway. And here it is as a crochet swatch. So again, the same idea. You just get to see a lot of the different colors all throughout it. But this is a color that kind of gives off one general feel. I'm just going to show this one more close up too, so you can see it close up. I apologize if at any point I've been calling them the April colors of the month. I'm already starting to dye the April colors of the month, so these are all March colors of the month. I'm not sure what I've been saying. So the last March color of the month is Spring Bloom. So this is one of the first colors that I dyed up for March. I'm telling you, I just really needed a lot of color in this update. So there's some really bright pinks, but you also get some really deep reds. You get the bright blues. The inspiration, and then kind of the same speckles of like those yellow and browns. So again, I tried to tie certain things into each other without making them a collection again. The inspiration for this photo was a lot of like a bright blue sky with like really bright flowers and everything, and I just was really excited for it. So there's some of that like deeper pink, which we'll come back to in a second. So yeah, so that's called Spring Bloom, a really fun variegated color that will just be such happy socks on your feet or a happy shawl around your neck. And then I have, for the sock set, I have it paired with raspberry. And so again, that deep red that's in there, and this one is kind of in the tie a little bit, but this like color up here I was showing, that's the formula that I used to come up with raspberry. So it kind of, again, similar to kind of the story that I was telling before, I'm trying to, you know, incorporate colors from it that don't necessarily like highly contrast, but just if you do like doing contrast heels, cups, and toes, would just complement it really well. Here it is as a knit swatch, so you can kind of see, you just, again, you just get a lot of the speckling of all of the different colors, just all of the pinks, all of the deeper reds, all of the blues and everything like that. Just a really pretty speckly color. And then again, it as a crochet swatch. So I hope you can tell that I brought out the color this month, that I was ready for it. Okay, so again, I kind of said I wanted some to pair. So one of my pair recommendations is Before the Rain and this. So when I said I dyed up, this was one of the first colors. So again, wanted to bring Before the Rain back, knowing that that would be really fun as a pairing for this. If you want to complement but kind of do the darker contrast, this is Late Night Stroll, and Late Night Stroll has a lot of reds. It also has some of those yellow, the yellowish tones in there as well. You can see it there. So that kind of brings out some of the yellow speckles in here. So if, again, you really like those red tones, this will kind of be a good two-colored shawl where you kind of tone it down a little bit. And then of course, Black Hole kind of helps as well. So this would be like your pop of color. This will kind of be a good contrast, and then this would be a good tonal. And then if that's a little too dark, you know, you can bring out Before the Rain as well. And then for this one, I also have that paired with London Fog. Again, you kind of just will get the complement of the pink there without kind of having too bright colors. You get kind of the darker one in there. So those are the 5 colors of the month. There's also a gradient set that I'm going to show you in 1 second. Okay, so I am popping in, and if this is at a point when you haven't seen all the colors of the month, you're getting a surprise. I wanted to pop in here really quick to announce the winner of the hashtag A Girl and Her Wool giveaway. I also want to say this is the last month that I will be doing a giveaway for hashtag A Girl and Her Wool. Keep in mind, you do get rewards points every time you post. But yeah, so this will be the last like hashtag A Girl and Her Wool yarn of your choice giveaway. But so the last winner for now, maybe it'll come back someday, we'll see. The winner is going to be Kitchen Table Knits, who is Jill, and Jill posted a lovely sync full of Mystery Yarn Club socks. So thank you, Jill, for sharing. And yeah, let me know if you want a skein of yarn that is available, ready to ship in the shop, and I will get it out to you. And thanks to everyone using hashtag A Girl and Her Wool. Keep in mind, you can earn rewards for a whole bunch of ways that are not just purchases. So make sure you click that link below to see how you can earn points for money off a future purchase at my shop. Okay, so the last ready to ship item, the last not color of the month but March thing going on, is the spring rainbow gradient set. So this is a really fun gradient set. It's very pastel, light colored rainbows, where each skein is a tonal version of the color with speckles of the same color on top. So the red is a light reddish tonal with red speckles and so on. It's a 10 skein set. There's no 5 skein version of this because I want all of those colors in it. But it is available on 20-gram minis on sock and DK, which I'm really excited to bring back. That always does really well. It's really fun to dye up. It just, again, I was looking to bring the color into this update, and I really feel like I did. There's a good assortment with the 5 colors, where there's the bright pink and blue. There's Not in Kansas Anymore, which of course has the rainbow, but then also has the black, and just all of the colors. It's just so colorful and so fun. Okay, and then if you didn't know, I have a colors of the month sampler set club, where every single month on the first of the month the club renews, and then within the next couple of business days I ship out your order. The club is for a 20-gram mini on either sock or DK of the 5 colors of the month. So this month it was Mermaid Tail, Before the Rain, Not in Kansas Anymore, Weekend Getaway, and Spring Bloom, those 5 colors. And they're all dyed beforehand. So like as I'm dyeing up the yarn for the ready to ship, that's when I'm dyeing up the minis. And so this month I ended up with an extra of the DK set. So you can kind of get an idea of it here. So again, you kind of get the 5 minis. The colors of the month, again, are not always meant to pair together or be a collection or anything like that. So if you love doing heels, cuffs, and toes, or you want to do more colorful socks or hats or a scrap blanket, or kind of, you know, use these as like contrast and yokes, things like that, this is a really great way to see. So I'm going to talk about the shop logistics in a little bit, but with the way that I'm planning to do shop updates, you'll also receive these before this video airs, before the shop update, and so you can kind of see the colors in person, which is something that I'm excited about. So you can really see the colors in person versus just through the pictures online, and see if there's something you want to order more of. So because I have one extra of this, so again, signups are open. I'll link to them down below. They are limited because, like I said, I have already started dyeing for April, and so I'm limited in the number of spots for this club. If you're in the club and you have an active membership, you're in. Just for new signups, it's limited. So yeah, so this will be available in the shop, ready to ship, along with everything else I showed. And just so you know, so I don't guarantee having these sampler sets available in the ready to ship update. It's just if I have extras, and I'm gonna have it priced favorably in the club. So just so you know, this one is available if you missed out on the sampler set and you want to grab it on DK. Again, there's none on sock, that's sold out, but I do have one available on DK. Now that the yarn's off my lap, Nacho's here to say hello. Pi, you can tell, is already passed out behind me. So yeah, so I wanted to just kind of talk about what's going on in the shop in general and talk about some shop logistics. So again, for here on YouTube, I posted a dye with me on Tuesday, so make sure you go check that out. And then next week I will be revealing the March Yarn Club colorway. It's right there. I'll be releasing the March Yarn Club colorway, and then I will also be doing the finale of the dye with me. So if you didn't check it out, there will be a part 2 to what we did on Tuesday, and that will also air next week. So lots going on in the shop here on YouTube. I also launched my March into Spring boxes last week, and they actually sold out, which is really great, and I'm so thankful for everyone who purchased one. I can't believe that they sold out, and I'm already dyeing up the yarn and getting them ready for all of you. So I wanted to just mention, keep an eye out for a knit along, or a make along that's going to be coming, and it will be open for people whether or not you had the box. It's gonna be designed around the box, but I don't want anyone to feel left out. So details will be coming soon on that. And then I'm gonna be doing like a relevant YouTube series here, so keep an eye out for that. Just a series here on YouTube that will kind of go along with the make along and all of that. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that. Otherwise, yeah, plenty of new things coming to the shop. I am working very hard behind the scenes on a few things, so keep an eye out here and on Instagram if you want to follow along. I'm really excited for some new things that will be coming to the shop, and then also virtually, so you'll kind of see what I mean when it all happens. I also released the April sticker clubs, or the April stickers, so if you want any stickers for your craft journals, make sure you pick some of those up. And if you want to join the sticker club where you get an exclusive sheet with all of your shipments, make sure you sign up for that as well. The Mystery Yarn Club will be open through the 20th if you want to participate in April's Yarn Club, and that is the clubs. So I showed you everything ready to ship, all on sock and DK. For custom order listings, you have more options. So again, you can order any size skeins, any quantity. That's kind of where you get things that you can't get in stock. And those are available on my sock base, my DK base, which are both superwash merino and nylon blends. You also can get my BFL sock base through custom order listings, which is a superwash BFL nylon blend. And then also my sport, which is a superwash merino nylon blend, and worsted, which is just a superwash merino blend. So if you want sock, DK, BFL sock, sport, or worsted, you go through the custom order listings for those. Really quickly on BFL sock, so I've decided to not dye BFL sock as a ready to ship base anymore, or not forever, but temporarily. There's a lot of it in stock. It doesn't sell as well as my regular sock base does, but I know some of you love it. So I'm not discontinuing the base. I'm just not gonna have it ready to ship. I'm going to instead use like my time to offer more of the sock and DK, try to avoid selling out, or do more things like having this gradient set. So just wanted to mention that. BFL sock is also a more expensive base for me to purchase, but I don't pass that expense on to you. I actually price it the same as my other bases. And so it doesn't make sense for me to dye a more expensive base just to have it kind of sit in inventory. It does sell. It's funny because right after I decided not to do that for the March update, dye any on, right after that, like the next 5 orders were all for BFL socks. So I know it kind of comes and goes, and so I want it available. And if I get a lot of requests to bring it back ready to ship, I definitely will. There's a lot of it in stock right now, so might as well kind of not restock it at this point. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, you guys know I like to be transparent about the decisions here on my channel, and just kind of wanted to talk about that one as well. Okay, so for the shop logistics, again, I have a monthly shop update that has always been on the first Saturday of the month. I've talked about this before, probably a lot. So for my full-time job, the beginning of the month is very busy for me. We would say like business days 3, 4 through like 8 are pretty busy for me at work. It often means late nights. I'm just tired at the end of the day, just because it's like everything has to be, you know how it is at work when you have this much time to do like this much work. Anyway, the way the shop updates have been falling is that they're the weekend right in between those really busy days where I'm working late at night. So for example, for the February shop update, when the listings went live, I was legit sitting on the floor next to my little photo booth thing that I use to take photos of the yarn. I had created the last listing at 9:59 a.m. on that Saturday, and it's just like way too stressful for me. It makes no sense to do the shop update in the midst of those busy days. So I'm now going to do it after kind of those days, and so it just makes things like much easier for me. And then to like get the orders packaged up, I was also working late, and sometimes it was holding me up from getting your packages out to you. So this is just easier because the week leading up to my shop update is like the quietest for my shop. I don't get many orders in, and so it just makes sense for me to line it up this way. It's better for custom orders and everything like that. So I can't say that it'll always be the second Saturday of the month. It really depends on where the business days fall in the month. So all that to say is just kind of follow, you know, if you follow me, you'll know when the shop updates are, and I also put it on my shop update page on my website. So again, you're gonna kind of see those happen later in the month. So like this month. So that is it. Again, don't forget that I have a reward system set up in my shop. I'll leave a link to that page down below as well. Otherwise, that is all that I have to share with you guys. There's so much going on, and I can't wait to share all of the new things with you as they come. So I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you like the colors you saw. I would love to have you in the shop. If you have any questions or want to see additional color pairings or photos of anything together, let me know, and otherwise I will talk to you soon. Bye.